Aloha, friends and family. Take a second to tune in 6D. Take some deep breaths. Calm the gears in your mind down. Because it's all pretty much good news from here on in. Can the future be accurately predicted? Can it? In a reality of infinite possibilities, can the future be accurately predicted? Yes and no. If you could build a narrative within the egoic construct of a collective consciousness, then you could lead them into their future, and thus it would seemingly have been predicted beforehand. But it's a manipulated outcome. It's not one of the infinite outcomes based on you're creating it as source in the simulation, in the realm. So what is the good news? What is the good news? The good news is this. Everything that they told you about your future, they inverted it. So just flip. This is for people that have belief systems. Okay, I'm not here to tell you your belief system is right or wrong or evil or righteous. But if you're going to navigate through your belief system and tap into this higher truth, you're going to need to use both sides of the dualistic thinking. So the good news is, whatever they told you about your future, it's been inverted. So let's have an example. The Antichrist, when he arises in the last days, will cause every man, small and great, etc., etc. You know the rest. All right? Just flip it. The Antichrist will actually be the Christ. And he will cause all men, both small and great, to recognize who he is. And he will merely be a reflection of you and me and all of us that have entered into fifth density consciousness or higher. You might already be in sixth. If you were coming back to consciousness prior to 2020 and you're still with it and you've been doing it the whole time, you're already in 6D. Some are moving to 7th, some are at 8th in this month of August with the 8-8 Lion's Gate energy that's coming through, empowering the co-creators. Incidentally, that's my birthday, 8-8. I was born through the Lion's Gate. But that's something else. The good news. So anything they told you in the narrative, in the beliefs about the end times or the culmination. See, end times, flip it. It's the beginning times. In the last days, flip it. In the first days. The first days of what? The first days of the new world. The new age, if you will. The new reality, the new paradigm. The new collective consciousness. Because it's being cleaned and purged worldwide, knowingly or unknowingly. So that's great news. That's great news, especially for people in the belief systems that are still having to look through that filter to try to interpret what is happening in the game. Wonder who this person is that we're sort of metaphorically speaking about here. Is there someone on the scene? There's really someones, plural, but there's layers. And in the mass collective consciousness layer, there needs to be a centralized character. Someone that can embody the frequency and the energy of many others. The four horsemen, they ride and they pour out their plagues. They tried to make you think they're pouring the plagues out on you. Flip it. They're not pouring any plagues on us. They're pouring the plagues on them. Them, third density consciousness, people that are in third density consciousness, people that did irreprehensible things, because you can only do such things in third density consciousness. Such things do not happen in 50 consciousness, 60, etc. on up. Third density consciousness is the lowest level of consciousness before you drop below the ability to even be considered human. At that point, you become alien. Or you could say demon. Alien and demon are not extraterrestrial. We're a whole different category of species. Co-creator. Co-creators come in many forms. Source comes in many, many ways. The creator. is everywhere. You're looking at the Creator right now. And you're hearing from Source coming through a clay vessel with good news, great news. So I'm going to leave it at that. Whatever they told you about your future to try to get you to believe that and create that scenario, create that narrative, flip it. They gave it to you backwards on purpose so that you would exist upside down consciously, which is not really possible if you're in consciousness. But from the egoic state, if you've just been reduced to the lowest third density level you could be reduced to, your consciousness may as well be upside down, because it's not doing anything for you or anybody else. It's not doing anything for anything. It's under hypnosis. It's been locked up. It is now unlocked. The tiger, the lion, has gotten out of the cage. And what will you do? And don't immediately let your mind go to some hardcore thing that the lion's going to do. The lion may do that too, but the lion's going to do all kinds of things. He's free now. He sees that nothing can stop him now. Nothing can poke sticks through the bars at him now. Nothing can mock him while he's locked in a cage, unable to do anything about it. It's open, he's gone, you're free. Anything negative they told you, flip it around so that it is positive, because that is the truth. That's the truth. We're not in the end times, we're in the beginning times. My friends, love and light until next time.